Good afternoon. It's Thursday, June 29th, 2017.
Good afternoon. This is Derek Chamblay, broadcasting from Chamblay, Atlanta. The next great American city, Battleground Zero, the epicenter of the 2017 civil defense of the United States of America. Also, the 5th Congressional District of our Congressman John Lewis, who our current president says is all talk and no action. This is Derek Chamblay, Cyber Citizen Network, all talk, Trump executive action. And today we want to go back to a year ago. A year ago, Trump wins the 2016 presidential campaign. This was a turning point. 1 year ago, we're going back to a July 3rd New York Times article carried by the Tampa Bay Times concerning the former FBI Director James Comey's FBI raid on the home of Hillary Clinton, assisted by standby the Secret Service of her particular email system or whatever. And this really also covering a deleted tweet that day of candidate Donald Trump, something to the effect a Star of David and a pile of money or something to that effect. So it's also covering the 3-hour testimony of Hillary Clinton before Congress about handling classified information and handling her emails and whatnot. At any rate, we're looking at this day, July 2nd, approximately 1 year ago, as the turning point in Donald Trump's path to victory. And this is something that the special counsel, Robert Mueller, really is investigating, following up on former FBI Director James Comey's particular, the possibility of his particular interference in the 2016 presidential campaign. Well, that's just one aspect of it. And in this same month of July, what we didn't know at that time was that the FBI was investigating candidate Donald Trump for some sort of collusion with Russian officials and those in the particular campaign of Donald Trump. A few days after this, for instance, Michael Flynn made a very political speech at the Republican National Convention endorsing candidate Donald Trump. And later he would, of course, become the National Security Advisor. And very interesting, 1 year ago, Trump wins. Comey, FBI raid. H. Clinton. This is Derek Chamblay. I'm going to play a clip from a video released July 3rd, 2016, in the collection of Donald Trump's path to victory. You had to know on that day that there was a turning point, that Donald Trump would win the November election. This is Derek Chamblay. Let me get this clip for you. Thank you very much.
July 3rd, 2016. It's halftime.
got a story today. Google Tampa Bay Times, Intel Enter. This is Derek Chamblay from the Cyber Citizen Network reporting on the morning paper. We've got it today. The New York Times, page 2 of the Tampa Bay Times. FBI questions Clinton on email server. And under that, a story about Donald Trump. Donald Trump deletes tweet showing the Star of David, which he placed over a pile of money. And he deleted it. He deleted his tweet, which is rare for him to take something back. However, it's already been done. And the same story, the emails of Hillary Clinton. And this is the perjury of peers. Hillary Clinton was questioned for 3.5 hours. There were, and this is a copyrighted picture from the New York Times that the Tampa Bay Times ran. This copyrighted picture of Secret Service agents at Hillary Clinton's residence in Washington on Saturday. And Hillary Clinton, who stayed out of sight, the caption reads, told MSNBC after the FBI interview that I've been eager to do so. Eager. Oh, Hillary Clinton was eager to stay out of sight. And, we're going to introduce the Psy. It's called the Psy Little Bird. Pigeon. Psy Little Bird Pigeon. Because, it's written for the servants not to whisper in the king's palace, because a little pigeon might tell the king and might off their head. Well, anyway, so the FBI interviewed Hillary Clinton for 3.5 hours. And, it wasn't the Monica Lewinsky thing that really downed her husband, former President Bill Clinton. It was the perjury. He couldn't tell the truth. He said, well, just like Pontius Pilate, what is truth? Well, Jesus is king. Isaiah 33:22. The Lord is our judge. The Lord is our lawgiver. The Lord is our king. He will save us. This is Derek Chamblay reporting on the Tampa Bay Times. Google Tampa Bay Times. Intel Enter. Google Cyber Citizen Network. St. Paul, Minnesota to St. Petersburg, Florida to St. Petersburg, Russia. Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it. Derek Chamblay from Chamblay, Atlanta. Thursday, June 29th, 2017.